OECS and Venezuela agreed to work together for peace and good governance in Caracas. And in sport, a blow to West Indies' 2019 Cricket World Cup bid. I'm Nicole Best, and this is the Caribbean in 10 for Thursday, March 13. I'll be back with the details after the break. Grow your business or promote your event through the services offered by the Caribbean Media Corporation and CaribVision. Our distribution provides a platform on cable, terrestrial television, and websites. We cover carnivals and events from across the region. We can bring your event live and alive to the world. For music makers, program producers, businesses, we can expand your reach to in excess of 2 million households daily. Our other services include news updates to enhance your media products, studio space for program and development. We can facilitate the launch of new products and services and training. Contact us and we will help you unleash your creative ability, develop products and services, and provide the medium to watch them grow. Contact Loretta Skeet at cmccaribbean.com or call her 1-246-467-1044 or 1-246-253-3889. Call and book your carnival or event today. The OECS and Venezuela have agreed to work together to advance peace, good governance, and dialogue in the South American nation. The agreement followed a meeting of the OECS leaders in St. Vincent on Wednesday. Earlier in the week, Maduro visited Cuba and met with political counsel of the Bolivarian Alliance for the People of All Americas, ALBA. It is believed that he may have decided to attend the OECS summit in a bid to rally support amidst mounting political unrest at home and political pressure from the major hemispheric organization. The U.S. is among 14 of the leading nations in the hemisphere that have demanded that Caracas release political prisoners and make other pro-democracy concessions. A man in Trinidad and Tobago convicted of killing a woman and her 18-month-old baby 12 years ago has been given the death sentence. In the San Fernando Supreme Court on Wednesday, 40-year-old Anand Babulal was sentenced to die by hanging. He was convicted of killing 26-year-old Ria Ramlochan and her 18-month-old son Ishmael Timothy Ragbir in August 2015. Ramlochan's body was found in a latrine at her Mayaro home. She had stab wounds to her chest and stomach. Baby Ishmael's body was found in the Mafeking River, and officials say he was cut and stabbed more than 14 times. Jamaica's parliament is being urged to pass legislation so that the uproar over an increase in property taxes does not happen again. On Tuesday, Finance Minister Audley Shaw announced a decrease in the property tax rate amidst wide criticism from the opposition and several stakeholders. But even though the decrease in the rates is welcomed, residents are waiting to see what the taxes will look like in dollar figures. Andrea Krisham of TVJ News has the details.
Well, I think it's a good move. I think it shows maturity on the government's part.
The general consensus among stakeholders we spoke with as they welcomed the reduction in property tax rates. But since the new rates are not yet available online to do the calculations, a bit of caution.
We still need a little more detail to see what the bands are like and see what the calculations would come out to, because even though we have been told what some of the averages are, and the averages sound good, but sometimes the averages are not truly reflective of what the reality will be.
In the tourism sector, for example, some hoteliers faced property tax increases of up to 1,000%. But with the new rates, that increase should now be between 201 and 604%.
But even 600% is still exorbitant. Nobody has that level of money putting down, waiting to pay taxes. You know, and we just hope that moving forward, if there are any tax increases, it will be done incrementally.
And so changes to the Land Valuation Act are welcomed. Even though the property tax rates have been reduced, the parliamentary opposition is still not satisfied.
Even after the reduction that the minister has announced, these property owners are going to face increases to the tune of 200% to 300% and upwards. Now, these property owners are not going to absorb these increases because they are primarily businesses, and they're going to be passed on to the consumer.
Julian Robinson wants commercial and residential property owners with property tax increases over 300% to receive special consideration.
Some sections of the voting public in the Bahamas are taking Prime Minister Perry Christie to task over the May 10 election date. Christie announced the date earlier this week, but some have been complaining on social media that May 10 is also the anniversary of the sinking of the HMBS Flamingo in 1980, in which 4 Defense Force Marines were killed. We get more from ZNS Network News.
Some say it's a sacred day on the calendar that should not be touched, while others argue that there is a lack of reflection by the Bahamian community, particularly in these modern times. Prime Minister the Honorable Perry Christie says by no means was the intention to overshadow the significance of this day in Bahamian history.
I want to make sure that everybody fully understands that we have not diminished the meaning of the sacrifice of the young men, and that, in fact, if anything, we want to even do more to memorialize them.
The Prime Minister says there was a whole lot that went into determining the May 10th elections, particularly after the off and on dates for Carnival. ZNS News understands that the intention may have initially been to hold elections on Tuesday, May 9th, but after Carnival dates were finalized from the 4th through the 6th, an additional day was given to prepare for general elections. The nation's leader pledged to ensure that the memorial of the HMBS Flamingo is not left in the distance on Election Day.
Belize's long-term foreign and local currency issuer has been upgraded by international rating agency Moody's. In its recent ratings, Moody's has given the government a B3 rating, up from CAA2. Moody's says the upgrade is as a result of the current stable economic outlook for the country. On Wednesday, Moody's said the key drivers of the upgrade are the improvement in the government's debt service profile and reduction in the risk of a subsequent credit event following the recent restructuring of the government's debt. The international agency said fiscal and economic challenges are likely to persist, adding that it believes that despite the liquidity relief provided by the debt restructuring, there is a low likelihood that upward pressure on Belize's creditworthiness will develop over the next 12 to 18 months. Stay with us. Your Midday Sport is next.
I wanted to bring the community together, and I was able to work with the different sectors or sections of the community in their different areas of interest. But at the end of the day, it was a question of to ensure that Guyanese culture
West Indies' hopes of automatic qualification for the 2019 World Cup in England took a further blow when they dropped a point in the latest International Cricket Council rankings released on Wednesday. The Caribbean side, currently lying outside of the automatic places at 9th in the rankings, lost the final one-day international to Pakistan on Tuesday to suffer a 2-1 defeat in the 3-match series. And as a result, the Windies slipped to 83 points, while Pakistan gained 1 point to move to 91 points, while remaining in 8th place in the rankings. West Indies looked on course to enhancing their ranking when they staged a record run chase to beat Pakistan by 4 wickets in the opening ODI last Friday at the Guyana National Stadium. However, they plunged to a 74-run loss in the second game 2 days later before also suffering a 6-wicket defeat on Tuesday. The 2-time World Cup champions also face a crucial 5-match series against England in September. That's Caribbean in 10. Join us at 6:30 for Caribbean Newsline. Have yourselves a good afternoon.